My name is Ace Parks, Hermosa Speech Marketing, and today is your man Minute, and I'm in front of the world famous Pawn Star Pawn Shop in beautiful Las Vegas. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about 5-year valuations and how you give a 5-year valuation to your employees. So, anyway, 5-year valuation is based on what? Are you going to stay for another 5 years? What's your plan? What have we done with the money that we gave you for the first 5 years? Do you have kids now? Are you getting married? What are you trying to do with you? How do you feel about our business? How do you feel about working with me? How do you feel about more responsibility? How do you feel about everything about money except for money? We don't talk about money, 5-year valuation. Money is not necessarily something that comes up in any valuation of any employee, because we're not talking about raises. We're just talking about how you fit in with how we believe you fit in. And that's why you have to keep some notes on people and the good stuff and the bad stuff that they do when you're around or when you're not around. And more than likely, you'll only hear the bad stuff. So I like to negate the bad stuff with, 2-3 weeks of, not a whole month, but 2 or 3 weeks of good behavior. Good behavior is great. Good behavior is super important. Behind me, this is the Pawn Plaza that they tried to build. It's got Chumley's Candy Shop in it, which is somewhere. Anyway, so you got your 5-year valuation, dude, going on. You got to be like, look, according to this, we paid you this, and always have that calculation, because this is where you're going to get into the brain of responsibility with this person. You calculate every dollar that was given to him. 5 years. That's the trick. And you say, hey, the last 5 years, paid you $200,000. Is that something that you want another $200,000? What did you do with your 200 grand? Did you buy you a truck? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you blow it? It's like, this is how much we paid you in the last 5 years. We have some other positions with the responsibility, and we have some other things with non-responsibility, and we have some opportunities. If you're going to put 200 grand into your pocket, we got some opportunities for you to go in on different projects with us. And if you save some of that money, you can go on to different projects with us. And then you can start having a percentage in the game and be more of a big boss and less of a small boss. Or don't. You don't have to offer that to them. You can offer whatever you want. So, yeah, that works too. Hey, we paid you this much money. How much are you willing to put in percentage-wise, or do you want to continue with the company? Are you getting married? What is your plans? Are we sinking more cash into you? Do we need to even have the valuation because we already know what's going on? You always need to have the valuation, whether they're leaving or not. So, now if they're going to leave, let's just say, well, we already know that on December of this year, they're moving to here. Okay? And you got to negotiate a little bit. Hey, we know you're moving, but we don't want you to move. So we need you to replace yourself. 1, 2, we need you to renegotiate what you're about to do. Or 3, if something happens, please come back. We're ready to continue to use you in our business. And then you need to think of some vacations, some spins. Like I can buy vacations for $250, $300 a week, and that's a full resort. So people can stay in a resort for $300. That's not a big deal. So, I mean, give me a break. 5-year valuations are really about core and your core values of your business, and whether or not you're going to give him more responsibility or more paperwork or more credit line on his credit card for you. This depends on who you're talking about. Now, other companies don't like to do that, like the government. The government employees, they work, they get 15-cent raises. Well, we don't need to give nobody no 15-cent raise. We need to appreciate people figure out different things. You don't have to give people money. You can let people borrow your cars, trucks. You can go over there, help them with their yards. You can do a lot of stuff for people. But once they start getting into the 5-year mark, that's when they're part of you, and you're part of them, and that's how that works. So maybe something stuck in my 5-year valuation. My name's Eddie Sparks from Las Vegas Boulevard in Old Town, and this is the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop from Pawn Stars, and that is my man minute for today. So y'all have a good day, and I'll see you in a minute. That's the stratosphere behind us. I want to show you the nickel sign. I'm walking down to Fremont, so more than likely your next video for tomorrow or later on today is going to be Fremont. That is the Gold and Pawn Shop. Beautiful. This is your man minute.